Hey guys, so today I have with me the Kefine Clean. This is something I know so many of you have been asking me to review. You've been asking me how this fares compared to many other NEM monitors. So I've got it, I've used it, and here are my thoughts. First things first is the unboxing. So it's pretty straightforward. Inside the box you get some paperwork, a few pairs of different size silicone ear tips, an extra pair of tuning nozzle, which I will talk about in a bit, the silver plated copper cable that has 0.78 2-pin connectors on one end, and on the other end you have a 3.5mm stereo jack. You also get a branded hard carrying case to carry these in-ear monitors and its accessories in. And of course you get the Kefine Clean in-ear monitors themselves. Now as for the key specs of the Kefine Clean, so these house a single 10mm dynamic driver in each of the in-ear monitors, and they have an impedance of around 32 ohms. Once again, these would be categorized as low impedance in-ear monitors, but if you want the best audio quality possible and the maximum amount of volume that these can produce, I highly suggest that you do pair this with a portable DAC. Nothing too fancy or expensive, just something that can make sure that these can perform to their full potential, and what you get is just the best sound quality and maximum volume that these can produce. And as always, the DAC that I personally use will be linked in the description below. Now as for the build quality of the Kefine Clean, it is all metal, so it's got that heft of metal, feels really premium to the touch. Thanks to the polish, it's got a very smooth surface, which again feels really nice, no jagged edges anywhere, feels very robust and gives you the assurance that it's going to last for years to come. As for the appearance, nothing too fancy, it's just got this laser etched pattern on the faceplate that is visible in certain lighting conditions, and I think it looks very clean as the name suggests. As for comfort, this has to be one of the most ergonomic and comfortable pair of in-ear monitors that I've placed in my ear. It's almost got a flat profile, so it doesn't really stick out of your ear. Very ergonomic, takes up the contours, and even for long listening sessions, this was very comfortable. Now as for the stock cable that comes with the Kefine Clean, it's not too bad. It's a 2-core cable, so obviously they could do better, but I found that it doesn't tangle too much, and even if it does, you can quite easily give it a shake and detangle it. Now, if you do want to upgrade the cable, I'll leave links to a few upgrade cables in the description below. Alright, now let's talk about the main criteria, which is the audio quality. Now you know I judge these monitors based on how they produce the 3 major frequencies that broadly make up any sound that you hear: the highs, the mids and the lows. The highs are the treble response, where the really sharp sounding instruments are, the mids where the vocals are, and the low end or the bass response. Now before I give you the breakdown of the 3 frequencies, as I mentioned during the unboxing, that the Kefine Clean comes with 2 sets of tuning nozzles, a black one and a silver one. Now the silver one gives you a very smooth and warm sound signature, while the black one gives you a higher resolution. So basically it gives you very bright and sparkly treble response. I used both, and I ultimately settled on the silver nozzle, which gives you a very warm and smooth texture. So going forward, my review of the sound quality will be based on the silver tuning nozzle. Alright, so starting off with the treble response or the high frequencies, the Kefine Clean sticks to its name. It is clean. The highs are very smooth. It's at the sweet spot where there is a lot of richness, a lot of detail retention, beautifully rendered technicality, but it doesn't get sibilant or harsh even for long listening sessions. So the sounds of cymbals and crashes were very authentic and organic, very smooth and very easy on the ears, and there was very good spacing between the instruments as well. So the highs did have that sparkle without going overboard. Next up we have the mid frequencies where the vocals are. This is where the Kefine Clean really impressed me, especially with the silver tuning nozzle. The main reason being, male vocals as well as female vocals sounded so authentic, neutral, and maintained the natural tonality. So male vocals had the right amount of warmth and depth to them, while female vocals sounded pristine. At no point did it sound hollow, where they were artificially brightened. So very natural, and the spacing between vocals and instruments were very well maintained. Speaking of instruments, stringed instruments like the strokes of guitars, they sounded so authentic, so organic, and so pristine. There was such flair, and the spacing between instruments in the same track was also beautifully maintained. So the vocals sounded very easy on the ears, quite airy, and really nice for laid back listening. And finally, we get to the low end or the bass response. Now, the low end on the Caffeine Clean is mid-bass heavy. And this mid-bass is pretty tight, it's punchy, and it's quite hefty. However, it doesn't over-exaggerate its presence, so no, it's not meant for a bass head. Now, my only gripe would be that it doesn't really give you the rumble of the sub-lows, so it doesn't really resonate with the sub-lows in your ears. That was missing, or rather, it was not really capable of producing those. So in tracks that I do know have that rumble, the Caffeine Clean didn't really give me that satisfaction with the low end. Then again, what I got was a very balanced approach to the bass response, and that bass is quite well textured, it is tight, punchy, and you do get a lot of that thump. So regardless of any bass heavy track that you're going to listen to, it is going to be enjoyable. Just that if you are used to the sub-low rumble on the same track with any other pair of in-ear monitors, that is going to be missing. Now, as for the soundstage on the Caffeine Clean, it is sufficiently wide, not the widest, but it does a decent job. So the imaging was very good, the spacing between instruments is very nicely rendered, and the same aspect is going to spill over for casual gamers who can stand to benefit from this pretty decent soundstage. Alright guys, just to summarize. The Caffeine Clean really holds true to its name. It is a very clean rendition of the sound. It's a perfect balance between richness, detail, and warmth, all packed into something that is super comfortable and built like a tank. Now, if you're a fan of high resolution audio quality where you want a little more sharpness in the treble response, especially say if you want to analyze a piece of music or a track that you have designed, you can use the black tuning nozzle. It's going to be perfect for that. For me, the silver tuning nozzle with the warm and smooth sound signature did absolute wonders, and I'm guessing this will be the go-to tuning nozzle for most casual general listeners. So there you have it guys, that was my review of the Caffeine Clean. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have any other questions, do hit me up in the comment section below. As always, the link to the Caffeine Clean and many other audio products and accessories will be given in the description. I would really appreciate if you use those links to make your purchase. As always, you have my word, it will never cost you anything extra. But you guys will be helping me run this channel, and I can produce more such high quality and helpful content just for you guys. So thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Cheers.